Boom. Consider this your trigger warning. I'm about to find something absolutely disgusting inside of one of the donations that I picked up today. So switch off now if you're easily offended, or like me, you have a weak stomach. Morning, little charity shop troops and troopettes. We're up bright and early today. The early bird catches the worm, as they say, because we're on our way to a village jumble sale. It's usually pretty class, to be fair. It's on once a month, but it's not been on since before Christmas. It skipped January. So we're hoping, got our fingers crossed, got our toes crossed, got everything crossed for some really good stuff today. But I will show you in a sec. Right, so we are back from the jumble sale, and that was intense, let me tell you, man. It can get pretty scary in there, because like it's in quite an affluent area, so all of the donations that they get are like, or can be quite high end, you know, like a lot of branded stuff. We've got some quite choice bits today. We got a rucksack full of rag, that was 50p each, and a bag full of branded stuff, or price stuff as it were. There's kind of like 3 rooms in there. There is like a room full of bric-a-brac, then 2 rooms of clothes. 1 room of clothes is that kind of priced stuff, but now it's over £3. The majority of stuff's £1 and £2, to be honest with you. And then there's a further room that's full of rag. Typical jumble sale, everything stacked high on tables, and it's just going through. They're the donations from the rag house, I think. So everything I've picked up from there generally has a little bit of damage. It's got a few stains on it, but I usually do all right in that room, to be fair. But anyway, that's not what you're really here for today. So let's have a look what I bought. I'll tell you how much I paid for it and how much I expect to sell it on for. So before we get into it, I'm just going to tell you I paid £25 for this lot, which is really, really good price. They did knock me a little quid or 2 off here or there, I think. But yeah, it's all priced under £3 per piece. So I thought we did quite well. Right, so first off, we have this vintage 90s North Face Hydrenalin coat. They sell for quite good money. It's not the kind of 90s North Face that ideally I'd really go for. I'd usually go for the Gore-Tex, kind of like Summit Series jacket, but they're sound for the price I was paying for it. Kind of complain really. If it was the Gore-Tex Summit Series from that era, you'd be looking at like £100 plus easy. This maybe is about like sort of the £30 maximum mark, I would have thought. The beauty of it is it's quite a nice colour. I love that purple, so that should sell all right. Hood's all intact, there's no holes, there's no rips to it or anything like that. Really good quality jacket still, so yeah, happy with that. Right, so this is I generally wouldn't pick up this brand. I've got another brand that I generally wouldn't pick up as well, but it was so cheap you can't not really. But this is a Weird Fish macaroni knit quarter zip in a really good size large, seems bigger, size large, nice and big, lovely kind of Weird Fish standard kind of blue colour, you know, to kind of hit that kind of surfery dude far out vibe, you know, beach bums and that. That should sell for around about the £20 to £25 mark, £25 max, I would have said. Really good condition, no pops, no holes in it, no snags or like that, which is quite synonymous with waffle knits. So yeah, very happy to pick that up. So this is the other brand that I generally wouldn't pick up, but I thought this was too nice to leave behind. It is a fully padded, fat face, men's navy, kind of like utility field jacket kind of thing. Very heavy, fully lined. No damage to it whatsoever. Nice lining, perfect for this time of weather. Hooded as well. It's got a disclosed hood. I reckon about 25, maybe it's 25 to 30 on that. Yeah, that's dead nice. Too nice to leave behind. Right, so more golf stuff. I'm always banging on about golf stuff. I do always seem to pick golf stuff up at this jumble sale. And this is a J. Lindbergh fully merino quarter zip. So these sell for really good money. Super soft. The pair of them are super soft. We've got one light one and one dark one, exactly the same. As you can see there, super soft, super high quality. Both size large and both fully merino wool. Now these sell for around about the 50 quid mark. I've sold them in the past. Really good sellers, really good brand to keep an eye on, J. Lindbergh. Keep an eye out for it when you're outsourcing. So again, not massively special, just a long sleeve, grey Fred Pezza. Lovely colours, really dark. Probably should get about 20 quid for that, I would have thought. Roundabout anyway. Usually go for like the 15 to 20 mark. I love this next piece. This piece is a little bit of me. It is an Adidas Stan Smith's t-shirt with a massive pile of trainers on the front. Really nice graphic. Really good Stan Smith's colours, the white and the green, and it's got a little bit of Stan Smith's branding just on the back there. Good size, nice and baggy, size XL, really nice fit. Love that. Should get about a tenner for it. Tenner on Depop or Vinted quite easily. Love this next piece as well. So this does need to come home with me for an oxy bath. There's a few marks in it, but it is, I think it's 2020s, 21, 22, 23, 24, whenever. But look at the paneling on the back, man. That's stunning, that is. That's well nice. We'll sell this during the World Cup. We'll keep it until the World Cup. But it is just a large, is it large? It looks massive. Extra large, loose fit, Nike dry fit England track top with gorgeous colours. Look at the cuffs. Stunning stuff. Again, there's a few marks in it, so that'll come home with me for an oxy bath. Get nice and sparkly, and then we'll sell that. Love this next piece as well, man. So I've got a little market that I sell my like 80s casuals wear stuff to. I've got a few repeat buyers, and I usually try to sell it to them before it hits any marketplaces. But this is a Fila Mane top, I think it's called. Zip is still intact, which is what you want to see. Look at the colours on that, man. That blue and green are just stunning. Nice little ribbon down the side. Lovely paneling on the back. It's a really good size 52 or a large. That is class. I should get about the 30 quid for that mark, around about 30 quid. But that is dead nice. You want to find them with the zip still intact as well, man, because that can be the absolute cherry on the cake if you find them with that on. So they've got a habit of snapping off, you know. Now it's special with this. This is just a women's Columbia fleece. Couldn't resist at the price, really. Got to stop picking Columbia stuff up, but couldn't resist at that price. We'll sell that cheap as well. Little cheaper on Vinted or Depop. So this is your last chance to turn off, because what I'm about to find happens in just a sec. So this next one is probably the star of the day. Although we did get some good stuff from the rag, which I'll show you in a sec. But this has been on the top of my kind of brands want list for quite some time. And it is an Oatly, almost like dry sack, you know, like messenger courier cycle, fully waterproof, bomb proof basically. As you can see, it's quite a specialist bit of kit. It's got that on the back. If it's on your back all day, makes me look like I've got a six-pack, doesn't it? I mean, that is exactly what I look like without my shirt on. Swear down, just exactly like that. You can probably tell from these baggy clothes and this exterior, but that's pretty much on the money. Really specialist bit of kit. Oatly, want to keep an eye for. They make like loads of expensive dry bags and stuff like that. But that has got a really cool clasp. So basically, you fill all your stuff up in there, you wrap it down, and then that is mega secure. So nothing's getting in there, nothing's getting out of there. Perfect if you love your outdoors, or you are a courier or something like that, or a cyclist messenger. Should get upwards of 60 quid quite relatively comfortably for that in that condition. That's great. Hey, one for the ladders. Boom! Look at this. I mean, I have found some stuff in donations over the years, but usually like money and keys and hankies and stuff like that. But that is class. The thing is, right, all these donations come from like quite a small little village community, quite tight knit. And I've always said this, it's Swinger Central. Loads of old retirees with like too much time on their hands, wink, wink, you know. And I think I'm on the money. You know what I might do? I might post this on the community group, being like, hey, I bought this recently from the Jumble Sale. Does anyone want that feather boa back? No judgment from me. That is hilarious. What the is that? Have you ever seen anything like that coming from a donation in your entire life? That is absolutely minging. I swear to God, I'm quite a sex positive, open person, me, but that is shooketh me. What do you do with it? Well, I'm sure a lot of people out there, including some resellers, know exactly what they're going to do with that. I'm mentioning no names. That is savage. Is that a big one or a small one? I don't know. That is nuts. I mean, honestly, what am I going to do with that? I shouldn't even really be touching it, to be honest with you, but that is hilarious. Look at it. It's like a little bunny tail. Quite cute, really. And you know what? that is very, very clean. That's been looked after, that. Right. I don't know what to do now. Get that away. Well, that has both disgusted me and finished me off for the day. I'm going to go home now and I'm going to have a shower and another shower and a bath and a pedicure, because that is absolutely disgusting. I don't know what to say. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Do you donate it back? Is there like is there a marketplace for it? Does anyone want it? If anyone wants it, get me on Instagram. Drop me a private message. But I'm going to leave. You know what? The rag can wait for another day. That has absolutely creased me. All right, I will see you in the next one.